ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone podcast, home of your everything New York Mets. If you guys love our shows, please always tweet, like, and subscribe. And to get more news like this, we always giving you guys can check out our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.com. Gives you all the best live reactions, news feeds, and more. And plus, you could also check out our shows on our website. First of all, I wanted to go into the website, and I actually do want to apologize to all of our members that have seen our live stream tonight. We had some glitches. We had some issues with our video player. It is now finally fixed and up and running. We should have no issues further from here on, and me and my IT team finally has fixed the issue. So I would like to thank you guys for your quick responses. We were able to notify all of our members for this glitch. So we like to keep you guys updated with anything that goes on with our live streams and stuff like that for today's game. So we now have our players up and running, and they should be fine for all of our members. And just to let you guys know too that when we have issues with our streams, just for future references, when we have issues with our streams, we will notify everybody. We will pop in on the streams. We'll make a post, and we will post it to everybody that we are having issues. So you don't have to contact us. We will be push notifications to everybody's devices or emails and stuff like that. So that way everybody is able to get our updates. Let's go ahead. We'll pop in here on the stream. All right. Sorry for that. Okay, so should we wrap up? Let's wrap it up here. Let's give you guys the today's game. So obviously, you guys know that the Mets did lose 2-1. It didn't look good. Pitching matchup again. You bring in Drew Smith. He gives up the home run. Game goes 2-1. We get the 1 run, and then again, time and time again, this is what happens. You keep bringing in guys when it's unnecessary. You got Justin Verlander going 5 innings strong, and then all of a sudden you take the man out. The bullpen constantly keep exploding yet again. This is what's happening when you're making unqualified calls and listening to your goddamn pitching coach that, first of all, is the same age as me. Like seriously? The pitching, don't you guys understand and grasp that idea that the pitching coach is the same age as me? It's ridiculous. Give me a pitching coach that's going to be at least into this system, that knows it, that's been around it, that's in the scenario box here. It just comes down to poor judgment calls. And then again, granted, Adamvino was able to get out of the jam. Yeah, Drew Smith still, coming out of that 10 games, we understand what the situation was. But you can't constantly keep giving up runs when it's unnecessary. So this was a bad call to bringing a guy that's not going to be able to produce runs and give you enough to save games. And again, this is time and time again that the Mets did again explode and wasn't able to produce and exit out the game when needed. So this was again another loss. It was another blow, losing 2-1. I mean, Justin Verlander, thank God, did not get the loss. Drew Smith got the loss. But we were able to see Justin Verlander go 5 innings strong. He gave up 5 hits, 5 strikeouts. Didn't look so bad there. Ray is the winning pitcher here. He's now he has a 3-1 in his last 8 starts. Now he's 4-1 in his last 8 starts. He gave up 3 hits, gave up 1 earned run, and he did 3 strikeouts. So from that, and then to close out the game for Milwaukee was Weismer. I mean, just close it out for the Mets. Mets got no production out of it. Just you can see that this team does not want to go nowhere, absolutely nowhere, and it's not looking good for the team overall. Going into, see if we could just go into the box summary here. But who really did contribute into this matchup? Sterling Marte, he was one of them. Lindor was another guy. So we were able to see our bats come alive with those guys. Sterling Marte again, and with Francisco Lindor. Obviously, Pete Alonso didn't come through. Obviously, Jeff McNeil didn't come through. So, I mean, there was a lot of loopholes here in this matchup here. And it just absolutely didn't look good. And Daniel Vogelbach, of course, he is a bum. It's just what it is. And then Alvarez, you know, he didn't really look so good, but he was able to get a hit there in late in the inning. And so we were able to see some production being done by our certain players that we needed to get done. Lindor is starting to have a really good hot bat. Again, Sterling Marte is also having another good bat. Nimmo not having a super great week, but however, you know, he's able to get things done when you want him to be able to do it. So with that being said, this was a terrible loss yet again for the Mets. So what do we analyze here out of all of this? It's called, you need better situations here. You can't bring in a guy that hasn't pitched in 10 days. It just doesn't happen. Okay, was it good to see Adam Ottavino in there to bring him in and, you know, to see him rebound? He had a really good inning. I liked on what I saw of him in his pitch selections. He was able to get the curveball when he was able to do so, especially with that slider, you know, because the slider has been trouble for him quite often. So he was able to execute the slider today, and he was able to get it at a 75-degree angle, which was absolutely exiting out the hitting situation there. So we were able to see that coming out of Adam Ottavino, and I really did like the pitch selection that he was using with the going with the curveball, going with the slider, and throwing into that two-seamer. So I loved on what I saw out of that. But again, you know, we're still going to have these issues that we keep having. We're having, you know, certain guys come in and then giving up those runs to then for the Mets to not even just execute more runs. So it just, again here, and I keep saying again because it's a repetition on what's happening here with this club. It's just they're not getting the hits when they need to get those hits. They're not getting the runs when they're not getting those runs. And again, they're not coming down to probable pitching that needs to be matched with certain pitchers and certain batters. Here, it didn't look good. Again, I don't like the management calls on what Buck Showalter was looking to do today's game. I mean, going into what he said right after the game, and kind of, you know, made me wonder on what he was talking about, you know. So, and he's like, well, you know, it is what it is, sort of thing. And it just doesn't work like that. You can't go in there and have this attitude to be like, okay, it is what it is. No, you need to go and you need to make this team better. And if you're not going to make this team better, then maybe you need to go. Maybe you just got to go. And, you know, with that being said, it's not looking good, and this team has been falling quite and they're falling 16 games out, and this is not looking good. So that's my reaction for today's game. If you guys would like to comment, and please feel free to comment in the comment section down below. If you guys love our shows, don't forget to tweet, like, and subscribe. You guys can listen to us on all of our major platforms, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, you name it, we're on those. And we're going to call it for this one. The Mets did lose 2-1. And, of course, the losing pitcher in this matchup was Drew Smith. And it just really sad to see this team continuing not to win games. But that's my reaction. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe. Be well. Let's go Mets. And remember to check out our website for all of your daily live streams by going to MetsXMFanZone.com for all of your Met live streams throughout the 2023 season. We'll see you in our website, and we'll see you tomorrow right here back on the MetsXMFanZone live podcast. We'll see you guys real soon. Be safe. Be well. Let's go Mets.